I'd like to the congregation. I'd like the congregation to repeat this after me. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I am at the right place.
I am at the right place.
At the right time.
At the right time.
I am at the right place.
I am at the right place.
At the right time.
At the right time.
Hallelujah.
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 Shalom, Shabbat, shalom.
Shalom, Shabbat, shalom.
Welcome to Yahshua Speak television show. We are here in Evanston, Illinois, coming off the great Layil into the great Layim of his holy weekly congregation in Shabbat.
Yes.
We are here to bring forth another marvelous lesson our Yahweh has put into my pay title, Summertime. Sleeping Yisrael, a board in a china shop. You know, you could just imagine it's a hot summer in the hoods, you know, where majority is brothers and sisters of a dark complexion. You know, some broke, hot, disgusted, just a look, a word, just because, you know, say anger and rage, because anger and landlord become anger and rage is the landlord in their mind. So then everywhere it's broken glass, everywhere you look, all that, you know, trash stuff. So anything snaps them off. They become like a raging bull in a china shop, just tear up everything, you know, and you can imagine and picture a bull in a glass china shop. He snap off, just tearing up, you know. So that's what it is. But before we start this marvelous lesson, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, had put something in my mind as we just gave our confession. We are what our Bible says we are. Right. So I'm like to go. Let's go to 1 John. 1 John chapter 3. You're supposed to be a believer. We are what the Bible says we are. 1 John chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. This is what our Yahweh had our brother John write down. It was inspiration. Like somebody said, the man wrote the Bible. Yeah, he wrote it. Inspired the Ruach HaKodesh. Like our Raw Makai said, ain't no man this smart on this earth to write this book. This book was written thousands of years ago, but look around and see the Nabu of the prophecy today. Hallelujah. First, Yachanan chapter 3. Let's read verses 1 to 3.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Elohim. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not.
Hallelujah. Come on now, it's busting out with it. Right there it's saying, behold, what manner of a have the High Abba had bestowed upon us, that we should be karah, the high bonds of Yahweh. Therefore, the high age yada us not, because it knew Yahshua not. There it is right there. So you don't want to be a son and daughter right now. That's on you. You know, this is, you know, I am what my Bible says I am. And I can do what my Bible says. So there it is. I'm going to do what my Bible says I can do. And I am what he says I am. I'm his son. We are sons and best right now. Continue.
Verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of Elohim, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
Hallelujah. Break it down, Behalf. Now are we the high bounds of Yahweh, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. Here the part it is. And it does not yet appear what we shall be. You don't know what your position going to be in the kingdom, but if you work for it, you don't know this now, what may appear, what it may be, but you know you're going to have a position in the kingdom. It's the work you put in now. As everything in this area. It's the physical to the Spirit. When as you work, you move up. The more you do for Yah, the more blessing He's gonna give you to be in the kingdom. That's what that's saying. We know not what we may appear to be yet, but we will. And then here go the answer to that.
Right.
Here it is. But we gotta not when He shall appear. See, like you say, let's go over it again. We have now we the high bond of Yahweh, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we gotta that when Yahshua shall appear, we shall be like Him, for we shall see Him as He is. That's when you're gonna get that kabod. Give me out.
Yes.
That's how you gonna know that. We know we're gonna be exactly like Him. We made an image. The reborn into the the water and all that. And then the Ruach, you got to have the Ruach to let you know. And like I say, I said His Ruach agree with our Ruach that we are sons and daughters.
Yep.
That's all. You don't know what position you're gonna have in the kingdom, but you're gonna be just like Him.
That's
That kabod body. We are a spirit man now.
Yep.
You have to be. You don't have to be a son and daughter now. Let's read verse 3. It's gonna clarify it all. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And every man that hath this hope in Him purified himself, even as He is pure.
Woo! And every other that have this hope. See, we have this hope because we see it. When we don't see through natural eyes and hear through natural ears, we see and hear through spiritual eyes and ears. He said, every other that have this hope in Him purify himself, even as He is pure. That's where the Ruach HaKodesh come. You got to get all this impurity out of you now.
Amen.
That's the Son and I in the Ruach of Him now. And then you're going to receive that kabod body. No, you can't walk through no walls right now. Yeah, if somebody hits you upside your head, you're going to feel it.
So what?
But the Ruach is in you, spirit man now. All praises to our Abba Yahweh for revelation now. And His great Shem Yahshua, His Son. Amen.
Amen.
I hope that helps some of you all. No, not hope. If you took it in and received it and understand it and stop being in the comfort zone of the temple that's teaching you, it's all right, we also disagree, on certain things, but that you shouldn't be afraid not to see what that Daddy Yahweh is saying.
Right.
Instead of, as it said, as we talked, I brought some quenching the Ruach. That ain't good.
No.
Hallelujah, Yahweh. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 3. Proverbs chapter 3. All praises to our Abba Yahweh.
That's right.
It's Him, it is none of us.
That's right.
We are, like they say, different generation. He has spawned down under the rock, or what they know a thing, but He always brings they take us higher and higher. He wants to get to His truth. His present truth was always His present truth. It was lost to us, but He's waking us up one by one. Everyone that know they Israel and teaching, wonderful job for Yahweh. Praise Him. Doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
Proverbs chapter 3, but we supposed to sit down and read it together and believe what's in Him. Genesis, Revelation.
Right.
But if you choose not, I'm bringing marvelous truth. Bold, unafraid.
Do it.
Not can, but can. I don't care what you come up with your own thought, but I care for you. When I'm bringing it from this, Genesis, Revelation. Proverbs chapter 3, and let's read verse 18.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 18. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her.
Hallelujah. Praise the mighty God. My brother, Messenger Daniel Davis, he was talking about, wisdom is the mother and all that. I couldn't get it. Until the Ruach said, nah, I'm ready to reveal it. Kokma is our mother. It's the Ruach HaKodesh. It leads and guides and teaches us everything. This is a double fold here. He compares the physical to the spiritual. He said, she is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every opera and every turn. That is the Ruach HaKodesh. It is our teacher, it's our mother. It's he compares like you say, the daughters of Zion. He talking about the nation of Israel. That's how much Yahweh have his bear. He puts him high and stand. Man the one with the influence of the puppet man of the devil in the flesh try to belittle him. Now it's one. And then that's our spiritual mother is the Ruach HaKodesh, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then it says she is a tree of God that they hold upon her and happy is that. Then it's to our spiritual sisters. When they get filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, got Kokma Yahweh and bang, like our sisters here and sisters at every other temple, they be Yahweh and all that, and they hold upon them because they know they for following Yah. They are a tree of God. The Dabba reigns of our Yahweh is life. That's what it's about, saving souls, y'all. From the lake of fire. Hallelujah.
Yes, praise him.
1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. All y'all raw in the conversation. He's trying to get something to you. Y'all about love and giving. He's trying to get this love to you so you can get the eternal God. How you can be blessed in this God. He wants to bless you now. You is representing ambassador. You can't get looking ragged and ain't blessing you. And you follow him. But we know that the puppet master, House of God, can hinder it, but he can't stop it until Yahweh say no more. Get your hands off my child. Send all my blessings that I promised him. He's a faithful and ever to me. Obedience to corrupt, to subdue and be fruitful and multiply, to continue this true dark reign until he comes. We teaching ourselves and the next generation to come after. Hallelujah. For his truth, it is time. Devil ain't playing. Y'all is saying. The world, look around, the world is falling. It's going down as it is written. It's about saving souls. That's what it's about. And loving on our Yahweh and loving your fellow man. That's what it's about. Love and giving. For some, we apologize for some of the miracles that come teaching hate. They got their daddy the devil. It is written. You do the works of your daddy the devil. So, it's the devil is in every nation there is. So don't knock the other one. That's him pitting you against the next. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 10, and it reads.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 10. But by the grace of Elohim, I am what I am. And his grace, which was bestowed upon me, was not in vain. But I labor more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of Elohim, which was with me.
Hallelujah. And this song was saying it, but we can put our sisters here because even a brother from the ministry on TV, a Caucasian, yes, he is real. I watch him all. Even he said it. Look around in all temples. Who's the most workers? Women. He said, by the hand of Elohim, the women, he said, by the hand of Elohim, the women are what they are. And Yah's hand, and Yah which he bestowed upon them was not in vain, because they worked, this is what he said. But they labored more abundantly than most men. They are yet not them, but by the hand of Elohim, which was with them.
Hallelujah.
With them.
Thank you, God.
There it is. I'm a young man. I can say this. Because my daddy telling me to say this. My big brother Yahshua. Snap up, man. Stop being afraid and letting some other man, I like to say critique, well, should I do this or not? Throughout the book, you can see man pumped out. And what he had, his women come on, you looking for it? Yes, brother. No, brother, that ain't really what y'all said. Dummy, fool. I ain't call you that, because that's what he calls you. I say what Yah says, and I say what Yah means. That's it. From the Ruach HaKodesh. The power source. It enables all us to become bold. Come boldly. He said, come boldly to the throne. So you come back to this raw earth with these Darbarin to him. That's what it is. Like the lion out here. Roar. Ain't afraid. Scared you. But this true Darbarin. Second Yakanan. Second Yakanan. Second Yakanan. It's all about it. It's a hotel. Y'all ain't got no chumps. You can't use punks. Read your book. You see all chumps. He said it was hundreds of them. You know, it was a lot of them. He said, look here, let me tell you what you do. Let's wean this down, because y'all do the most work with the least amount of people. And he said, hey, ask them that. You got some land? Yeah. Go ahead. You go home and take care of it. You got an Iyshshah? Yeah. Go ahead. You know, that's how he weans them out. He knew they were going to punk out. So he gave them let them have a little proudness about themselves, you know, and to get sure to give them a way out. That's what they do. Read this book. You can't use no cowards. It's written. Second Yakanan, Second John, Second Yakanan, Second John, chapter 1. Second John, Second Yakanan, Second John, chapter 1. Let's read verses 1 to 2.
Second John chapter 1. The elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in the truth, and not only I, but also all they that have known the truth. Verse 2. For the truth's sake, which dwelleth in us, and shall be with us forever.
Hallelujah. See, this is brothers that knew. If you're a Yah man, you know the roles that Yahshua over man over Iyshshah, and then the children. You know, but it's not to be Lord over them, like they're slave, you know?
Yes.
This is how he thinks of his women. Get with it, you men of all religions. The elder until the elect. The elder. This a brother that had the position, y'all set him up. The elder unto the elect lady. The elect sister. And her band, the children. Because he know she bringing them up in honor of Yahweh. Which whom I have and I am in the truth. That's what we're about. And not I only, but also all they that yada high in. You know y'all truth. You know we're supposed to be one and one right there doing this work. Ain't nobody, you're only on the way y'all set up, like I say, Yeshua over man, but we all know what works need to be done. For the high image sake, which dwelleth within us, the Ruach HaKodesh, leads and guides you to all truth, and shall be with us forever. Right. That's eternity. That's the Ruach gonna lead and guide here in Yahweh for eternity. But y'all don't get, brothers. How stupid can you be to the devil in the flesh? You give no way to the flesh. I ain't got no way in. Right. You gotta let him in. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Yahshua, Isaiah. Yahshua, Isaiah chapter 51. Yahshua, Isaiah chapter 51. It's time. He wants you to know his image the bar. Not the halfway truth mixed with more lies. Nothing but Yahshua. So help us, Yah. Isaiah chapter 51. Yahshua chapter 51. Let's read verses 19 to 20. 19 to 23.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of Yahweh, the rebuke of thy Elohim.
Hallelujah. This is summertime. Sleeping Israel, aboard in the shop. Check it out. This is our talking to. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Who's sorry for us?
No, nobody.
Desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Who are you going to send to comfort you? Nobody.
That's right.
The high bonds are fainted. Look around. They lie at the head of all streets. In summertime, they on every corner. That's a wild bull in the net. They are. They cut up, trapped. You know, anger and rage has become the landlord. They are full of the fear of Yahweh. Yahweh pronounced his honor. Yahweh did this. The rebuke of thy Elohim. Punish you from our ancestors, the curse, but you not knowing them. So it is our part awaken Yisrael to represent. Got to represent where they be with peculiar hand. Where you make by your tits is nice garb that these other national has been preserved for, because they was over there. You know, we don't know exactly on them, but we try. He knows that. We represent it. Continue.
Verse 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine.
Ooh, check that. He said, y'all say, therefore, listen up. Thou afflicted and drunken, but not with Yayin. Spiritually drunk. Spirit, he compares the physical that, because you know you drink too much of that drink, you're drunk. So he always compared with the physical with the spiritual principle. You can get it. You're spiritually drunk. You don't know of them. So you're drunk. You're just staggering around, like you say, noonday, high noon, you lost and confused. Continue.
Amen.
Verse 22. Thus say thy Elohim the Master, Yahweh, and thy Elohim that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
Hallelujah. Thus among Hadan Yahweh and thy Elohim that pleaded the cause of his hand. We are his particular hand. We are the chosen. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling. Like brothers got this scared. They'd see that police car be there trembling because y'all pronounces on trembling over everything. Work, whatever, responsibilities.
Yep.
Even the dregs of that cup, all that mess, he said, of that cup, of his fruit. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Yeah, if you come to know him and repent and come back to know him.
Hallelujah.
This is a promise. Continue.
Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
Hallelujah. But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee, which have a mark to thy nephews. Bow down that we may go over it, and thou hast laid thy Gibeah as the ground and as the street to them that when it happened, when we were put in slave, that it be a puddle of mud down there that stayed master and had his Iyshshah with him. You laid down and he walked upon it. That was back then before we got over here. He let you know. But he put the cup that afflicted in their hand. Well, Israel, not for them to be dogged out. They're going to be servants and working, doing the work for helping us with this work. Y'all ain't about love and giving. So you all thinking y'all going to get to beat them down and do that now. He just letting you know. Now they going to be the ones doing all this work for you. Hallelujah.
Praise Yahweh.
Let's go to Isaiah, Yahshua chapter 59. Yahshua chapter 59. Isaiah chapter 59. Let's read verses 7 and 8. This is what Yisrael do. You know, those who ain't awakening y'all. Y'all don't have, you don't want to see mess.
Bring it.
Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their path.
Hallelujah. This is what sleeping Israel does. Their feet run to rob, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are the thoughts of iniquity, wasting, and destruction are in their path. Like I say, anger and rage become the landlord. All they thinking about how to talk about somebody badly and how they run to see things, you know, run to evil. Just run to it. Just do it aware and unawares. Because it's just in them. Because God has given you over to your reprobate mind. That's what it is. You keep thinking and wanting to do it, He gives it over. Because He said, there's not a thought of Him in you. Continue.
Verse 8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
Hallelujah. The way of shalom, they don't know. They don't know Yah. They don't know no peace. They think that's normal. That's abnormal. All that's going on in the hood. They think it's brother, they know how to clock you inside your head and take you break in your crib. They think that's normal. You know. And there's no misfire in there going. And they don't think, like you just said, they don't think they're doing no wrong. They think this is alright. Selling drugs that hurting our own selves. Hustling off your own people. You know, they had made them crooked paths. That's what it is, crooked. But to them, it's so straight now. You know, and like I say, there's no misfire. These so-called Roman Christian doctrine believer churches are everywhere. There ain't no judgment from them. They ain't saying nothing. Only when a white cop shoots somebody. I ain't never once saw them march when one of us shot one of us.
And they do it all the time.
Never once. That's a crooked path.
Yes, it is.
Whosoever goeth there shall not get out of peace. You go to the Mississippi, you will never know how to peace. They ain't crying loud, sparing not. They giving you, think you can sit up there and do what you want and be in the kingdom and right standing with our Yahweh. They ain't judging. And people say, okay, judging. What I say, we go on what this Bible says. It says we can't. If ain't nobody bringing us, as long as we keep ourselves spotless and blemished, it is written. We not judging you, we judging that evilness that they ain't judging.
Come on now.
That's what we doing.
Speak it.
That hata'ah. We letting you know your hata'ah. Because whether you receive it or not, it's good, it's best you receive it. But if you don't, your blood is off our hand, it's red. You can saw how you was born. You can't be in front of the great white throne judgment if you don't come to Him now and say, I didn't die. You're going to open up that book and say, oh, I sent Sister and Dad over to you, but you didn't want to listen. Hallelujah, Yahweh.
Come on now. Thank you, Yahweh. Being so righteous.
Did we finish? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18. Y'all trying to get this, a best kind, and this kind, an eternal kind too. What the devil's job is. Kill, steal, and destroy. Look around the area. People say, at the head, weather and all the destruction that just happened and over there in Australia, Puerto Rico, and all around the area here, United States, all around there, the killings and all that. That's the devil. Yeah, he's trying to get your attention. Repent and come back to Him. Because this world is ending. And y'all want to know what, Eric? It got to get triple times worse than this.
Amen.
Read Revelation. Read your book. This he comes in the whole Bible. Read it. Read that. Y'all call y'all New Testament. I know y'all don't read. Because y'all don't talk about the lake of fire. Who don't want prosperity? He wants you to be prosperous. But He said, first ye seek the kingdom. And all this will be added into you. And then he like in the garden, start in the garden. He was going to teach Kawan, Adam, the good and wrong. But the devil, like people do him, they want to jump and bring you the bad news for the good. Lie to you. But it's a balanced book. You got to know the good with the bad.
Yes.
Which is called the consequences. There are great consequences and there are bad. And the bad is you can go to the lake of fire. Ain't no way out. It's over. Once you in there, it's over. But now you have life. Do it. Yeah. Hang and I see who he want. But we ain't taking that chance.
No.
Give it, save it for somebody else. We got the instructional book to do it now. Hallelujah. Yeah, we're doing it, walking it out.
Oh yeah.
We talk that talk. Our daddy talking, we walking his walk.
Yeah.
Straight and narrow path. Hallelujah. Deuteronomy chapter 18. Deuteronomy chapter 18. And let's read verse 15. Hallelujah.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 15. Yahweh thy Elohim will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken.
Hallelujah. And Yahweh thy will raise up unto a Nabi from the midst of thee, of the high brethren, like unto me. And unto him ye shall hearken. Yeah, Moshe, like he said, he goes the physical to the spirit. Moshe was in Nabi, but he's talking about Yahshua, y'all.
Right.
He ain't talking about no man in the midst of whatever religion you are. He ain't talking about no man. That man you call that you say he had raised up a prophet amongst us, in the midst of us. Liars of your daddy the devil. That man you hold so right, he's dead. And he say David, we can know he's dead, he's in the sepulchre. So it ain't no man. How you done read this book, how dumb you deceived you out of the devil. This book was written 1,000 years ago. How could it be that leader that died that you know of? Hallelujah. Colossians 1 and 2. Colossians chapter 1. Colossians chapter 1. Colossians chapter 1. And let's read verse 22. Oh, praise Yahweh for revelation knowledge of his truth that he wants to win. You know, the milk drinking is over. He giving you strong drink to help you choke and come to realize that to see the light. Hallelujah. First Colossians 1:22.
Colossians chapter 1 and 2. In the body of his flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight.
Hallelujah. This is what we doing.
Right.
In the giving of Yeshua's flesh, through Marvet, to present you Kadesh and unblameable and unprovable in his sight. And that's what we are. Unblameable and unprovable. You can't blame us for nothing for doing what the Abba Yahweh said. And you can't reprove us. We do the correction and reproof it. Because we're doing what our Abba says. We are Kadesh. We know this. And we standing on it. No matter what you say or think. Hallelujah. Brings us his Dabarines. That's what we are. He died for us to be like this. We are what our Bible says we are. Not how you going to become this when you die.
So,
Dead knows no more, not to no more. And it's written, the dead can't holler Yahweh. As our raw slum did a lesson now. Do it all you might now. Because when you're in the grave, it's over. Your work is done. Holler Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you, Father. Teach me now.
First Yahshua, First Yahshua chapter 4. Now is the time.
It is.
We crying lines ain't man nothing about your emotion. Because that's what the devil works on. Here to get you over your emotion. And you can be tough and over. You'll be alright. Be tough. Go through something, you get tougher. All the brothers and sisters that before me stood in front of you, before the hams and Yah brought these dollars in, they was my bumpers. they took a lot of beats from me, hits from me. Now, it's all off, the bumpers off me. Y'all say, go get it. Be bold as he was having them train us and bring us up. That's it. Hallelujah. From throughout, I'm talking about from this book to the brothers and sisters that we know of. Hallelujah. First Yahshua chapter 4, verse 5.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
Yeah. They are of the high age. Therefore are they of the high age. And the high age shall mind them. Yeah. Who cares? They may not hear us, but they're listening. Right. So that's all our duty is to do, to bring them. They gonna lean toward more of the world because that's what the devil got doing. Got them deceived. That ain't skip what they talk about. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell your mama in the garden that you should not surely die? And that's what he's trying to tell you. You should not surely go to the lake of fire with me. Hallelujah. Psalms chapter 25. Psalms chapter 25. Y'all is trying to get you good kind now and an eternal kind. That's all it's about. Saving souls, y'all. It ain't about us. We've been corralled to a marvelous corralling. And we doing our part. Are you? We got ya. Hallelujah. As they say, you got milk? We got ya. Praise the mighty God. Psalms chapter 25. Psalms chapter 25. And let's read verse 7.
Psalms chapter 25 and verse 7. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercies, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Yahweh.
Hallelujah. Remember not the hata of my youth. Your youth is when you were dumb out there. It's not when age of you. You was young, dumb to him. You was dumb, dumb babe to him. Remember not the hata of my youth, nor my transgression according to thy high seed. Remember me for sake, O Yahweh. When you was young, when you didn't know him, you was young. Right. You was young because you didn't know. Right. That's how he said, remember that. No matter what age you come to, come. Yeah. It's not over till you move. Right. Micah chapter 6. Micah chapter 6. Micah chapter 6. Micah chapter 6. Let's read verse 8.
Micah chapter 6 and verse 8. He has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth Yahweh require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy Elohim.
That's all he had. That's all he has, you know. Yeah. That's all he had, but, you know, like say, raising Yisrael have to be shown and have to, you know, we must lift Yahshua up so they can be drawn into him. Right. You know, we don't represent in the hood. They don't know if you walking around dressed like them, how they gonna know who you are? They gonna put on our heritage gear. Right. And then they gonna look, they may say, I'm salam alaikum to you, but that gives you the opportunity to say, hey, I love it. You say, first of all, you say, hey, I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, you know, like that. And you say shalom to it, that's our talk, that's our language. You know, they got it from us. It said being well in all things, that's what it is. God wants you to have shalom in everything. Relationship, finance, everything. That's what it is, high and by, and all that good stuff.
Amen.
Hallelujah, Yahweh. Lamentation. Lamentation. Lamentations. Lamentation. Lamentations after Jeremiah. Lamentation chapter 2. And let's read verse 13.
Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 13. What things shall I take to witness for thee? What things shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Yisrael?
Hallelujah. But this is it. What things should I take to witness for thee? What can he more can he do than he sent his prophets and all that and all that?
Yeah.
What things shall I liken to thee, O Beth of Jerusalem? What can he liken to your Rosh Hashanah? Say Beth of Jerusalem, the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
See, that's how highly he holds his Iyshshahs up. He called it Beth because we came from women. So you're a nation. Hallelujah, Yahweh.
Hallelujah. What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach is great, like the sea. Who can heal thee?
Nobody but Yahweh.
No.
That's it. He said, what shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee? He asks, he's pleading with you.
Yeah.
What more do I have to do for you? O virgin Beth of Zion, for thy breach is great like the sea, who can shalom thee. Like he said, O virgin Beth of Zion, you fallen in his ruach, we have all become virgins again. We is virgins. Hallelujah, Yahweh. First Peter, chapter 3. First Peter chapter 3. First Peter chapter 3, and let's read verse 9.
1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing.
Hallelujah, that's what it is. Not written wrong for right. You be, I wish this happened to him. And not railing for railing. Don't go back and forth.
Amen. That's right.
I'm living my blessed life.
Right.
I ain't going back and forth with you.
Nope.
Yeah, living y'all's blessed life.
Right.
That's it. You ain't got no time to go back and forth. It's work to be done.
Right.
Railing for railing, but counterrise. But right, yada, that you there unto Karal. We are called to get blessing.
Right.
That you should inherit a barakah. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Like our Raw Makam and Raw Shlomo Sobarak, we still getting blessed from barakah they have received throughout, their years of serving Yahweh. That is barak. That's how he wants us all to read our history book. They shared. They wasn't coveted as they got down there. They wasn't no orders.
Right.
I can't even walk through the crib. So covetousness, they don't want to give up nothing. That ain't like non-raw one time. He had nice mugs and cups. He had got blessed, and he thought of the temple. He wasn't covetous. He could have I just keep. He came and shared the barakah.
Amen.
And then you be blessed. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's about love and giving. Psalms chapter 37. Psalms chapter 37. Psalms chapter 37. And it is written, how would you Shabbat, those are without the temple, meaning unbelievers. When there's an error within there, all the temple, there's always family. We're going to have things, it's about reproof and correction. The king bring you to the excellence of Yah. Receive it. Like Yah say, those he have, he chasing it.
Amen.
He chastised. Like your mom, like your daddy on there, your figure dad. When you kept ill, he said, spare not the rod. He had to get you a little spank on there. Get your attention. That's what y'all want. And that's what the brethren is. You sit down and you pull each other's coattail, as the world says.
Yeah.
Because we got to look out for the Kardashian first, then our family. Because this is the one we're praying for eternity. You know, praise the mighty Yah. These are the ones that got to go out there and stand for Yahweh. So we have to be strong and stand on the firmness of Yah in front of our family. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Can't waver with your family. Once you know what Yah had said is imminent truth, you got to resist. You got to, that's the resisting the devil in the flesh. You got to stand on and say, I love you, but I can't go against Yah. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Psalms. I didn't know out of ignorance and coming. Once you come and know it, you're gonna be weak at some of the moments and all. But like keeper said, I never deny you. I die with you, brother. I'ma die with you. What they talking about beating you down and all that? No, it ain't happening. He hadn't been proved yet. I said, try the spirit. He hadn't been through it yet. But that was it. And then, you know, and once he got toughened up, woo, he became bold as the light of Yehuda, unafraid, bringing it, truth like we are. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Psalm chapter 37 and verse 4.
Psalms chapter 37 and verse 4. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Praise the mighty.
This is fun.
Delight. We're supposed to delight ourselves in Yahweh for all he have done before we knew him. And he shall give you desire of your pay. He ain't gonna give you no desire of your lust pay.
That's right.
Give me all this money. Let me have, oh, I like that girl. I like her. Ibryi. You know, all that. Let me go on out here and, you know, I'm gonna party like this, go to clubs like I used to all the time. Then come in. Let me go out on Friday and then I come Saturday. That's your desire. So he ain't giving you that. And as it was said, you know, like it was a Roman Christian minister on a 7-day Adventist. See, you get it, it's Yah's word. I saw him this week, he said something, and I said, yeah, that's it. He just quick at me to say it. He was saying, all our goodness is like 50 rags.
Yes, it is.
And then the brother, then he broke it down, then he said, your filthy rag, he man, if they ain't no good, you might as well take them off and be naked. Right. You poor, wretched, naked.
Right.
And that's how you going into the Ruach quick and our raw stomach. That's how you going in the lake of fire. Naked. You came in this world naked, you're going to be in eternal damnation. Naked. You don't repent and come to our Yahweh now. And that's it. You know when your clothes dirty, what you do? You take them off, right?
Right.
They filthy.
Yes.
That brother had a point. See, that's how pro-Israel. Don't stop yourself. Don't limit yourself for they say, God, Lord, Jesus. You were saying it one time. That's the house of God. I don't want you to get no revelation knowledge that y'all can show you through somebody. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Luke chapter 12. He said, here a little, there, a little here and there. That's it. It's his book. It ain't theirs. You know, like Robert God said, you know when they bring in truth and when they go to error from it. But that just sharpens you up, that you know you are on point with Yahweh. Luke chapter 12. Luke chapter 12. Lets you know you're doing Yah right. We love haters here. Y'all Yahshua temple and many other temples around the area. Why? Because we know we're doing Yah right. Because this was known. If you ain't doing something right, you ain't on nobody's radar. See, once you go to doing the excellence and perfection of our Yahweh, they hate nothing. We love it. Because then that makes us, builds us, edifies us up to do it more, with more might.
That's right.
Woo! Luke chapter 12. Lovely life with our Yahweh and our big brother Yahshua. Luke chapter 12 verse 40.
Luke chapter 12 and verse 40. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not.
Hallelujah.
Yep.
You better be ready, he said,
Don't fool yourself.
because you never know when Yeshua come.
That's right.
So now is the time you come to be son and daughter.
Yes.
That's what this book said.
Yeah.
We are who we are. We can do what this book says we can do. So get prepared. Because tomorrow, see, that's a little Spaniard, as she has Spaniard. Yeah. See, tomorrow, it's not promised to you. Now is the time.
Right.
He said, he stands at the door and knock. Let him in. No, that ain't the Jehovah's Witness knocking. That's Yeshua. Let him in. Ephesians chapter 20. Ephesians chapter 20. Ephesians chapter 3. Ephesians chapter 3. Ephesians chapter 3. Ephesians chapter 3. Let's read verse 20.
Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 20. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us.
Yes, and that's that Ruach HaKodesh. You know, like say, you know, the raising bull of Yisrael, this is what you have to get, the Dabarim. It will change you.
Yes,
The Ruach HaKodesh.
Yes.
And it will humble you down to be all that. You know, like say, like people say, don't take my kindness for weakness. Your kindness, it's strength in kindness. It takes strength to be kind in me.
Yeah.
To humble, you must humble yourself down to be obedience.
Yes.
That's what y'all, once you become obedience, boy, this power so Ruach HaKodesh just takes you higher. You went from the water baptism to the fire baptism. Ready to bring it. Because it's time to get it. Because people got to hear it. They aim it down. As Rob McCall said, for they can make a righteous conscious decision. After hearing all them lies for centuries.
Right.
Ask a brother, you know, you get like one young man, it was this week, I was standing in front, over there on Cassie in front of the train. So, you know, I have to see a couple of young brothers. I said, hey, brother, take this flyer that about our true self. He said, it's too cold. Yeah, little baby, see, he ain't like I say, as our Rosh Hashanah did. What if Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov came back? They wouldn't know who Yisrael is. See, that's because, you know, that the Roman Christianity, even that is fading away from people. Because they seeing how they care themselves. They like, they doing this, what I need to go there for? Into the house of YHWH. Say, I can do what I want. They going there and still doing what I'm doing. Why I need to go there? See, you got to represent in the whole, in Kadeshness. Hallelujah. Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5, let's read verses 16 and 18.
Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Hallelujah. See, this my name. Walk in the high road, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. There are some brothers, like I say, they could, you ain't got this ruach now. You have it now. Because how it was used to gonna be able to move. This is it, the power so up so you can do this. For you don't, you check that ruach rule over that flesh. You check that flesh, you have God's best, and the devil can't come in. Continue.
Verse 17, for the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
That ain't true. He say, for the high flesh lusted against the high ruach against the flesh. And these are contrary to Akkad to the other, so that you cannot do the thing that you would. Yes, you can. It's called resistance. Yahshua came back and proved all temptation. There's no temptation that can overtake you. He came and did it all. See, I don't know why they wrote that like that. That's what the Ruach is. Power over it. You got to flee from it. That's what it is. Get the stinking thinking out of you, kill it. Immediately it comes in your mind. That be Hasatan and flowing the flesh. Yeah, they have war with each other. But you got the power over this flesh. Like our Ross Lumber said, you got to make that flesh be obedient. Continue.
Verse 18, but if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
That's it. This what like this is. But if you are led by the high rule, you are not under the high trouble. You're not. The law is for unbelievers. The Ruach have you, they do that, but see, they'll say that, oh, the other way with it. But see, Saul, Paul, the one they know, I love is right. Some people say it's hard to be, no, ain't nothing too hard. Is there anything hard for y'all?
No.
Nothing.
No, he gives his power to it. I love it, because they, you know, he even said, I have not known how to except the law had told me. And that's what it's written for. If the law was done away with, as Robert said, you can go do what you want. Why would I be standing here? I'd be out there doing what the world do. But it was made so you can know that you are disrespecting our Yahweh. If you didn't know, you just gonna do what you're gonna do. That's why it was written. Hallelujah. Let's go to Romans chapter 10. Romans chapter 10. Romans chapter 10. This is it, you know, this is how you get the rage out of Yisrael. Oh, you get this book. Start, you know, and sitting on somebody that's going to tell you, go to scripture and just read this, instead of just giving you one script and then give the testimony of their life. Romans 10. Romans 10. Yeah, he brought them through. What about you? You supposed to get these Dabarim, for you can get it in you, and then you can give the testimony about how y'all changed your life. Romans chapter 10, verse 9.
Romans chapter 10 and verse 9. That if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Master Yahshua, and shalt believe in thine heart that Elohim hath raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved.
I'd like to the congregation. I'd like the congregation to repeat this after me. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I am at the right place.
I am at the right place.
At the right time.
At the right time.
I am at the right place.
I am at the right place.
At the right time.
At the right time.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.